So, hello and welcome everybody to the Skill Titans podcast, a podcast about entrepreneurship in education. So, we have a very special guest. Miss, if you could tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, we'll be very grateful.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Caroline Vaz, the principal of Greenlawns High School, Warden Road. And I'm really grateful to Shreyansh for giving me this opportunity to be present here today. Thank you, Shreyansh.
Okay, Miss is very humble. She's got a lot of accolades, lot of certifications जो नहीं बताती है हमेशा. But
Hmm.
thank you so much, Miss, for giving your valuable time. So my first question to you, going into the topic, is as a principal, as a leader, how do you envision entrepreneurship being integrated in our current education system? Do you think it is important, and how can it be better?
I okay. I think it's very important today. Okay. It's a process of, in fact, turning a dream, a concept into a reality, into a developed product. We all have dreams. And I think parents and we also educators should encourage entrepreneurship because I believe it gives an opportunity for creating a lot of jobs. See, when you start as an entrepreneur, earlier it is just your involvement. But as you keep growing and growing and growing, you're giving a lot of people opportunity to work, to earn, and you're also building the nation's wealth. You're creating new business. Okay. There's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of thinking. And what I think is most important, what I stress a lot in my school is SQ, social skills, and EQ, emotional quotient. Social quotient, emotional quotient. Entrepreneurship involves a lot of EQ and SQ. Unless you have enough of it, you're not able to be a success. Yeah.
100%. Absolutely, miss. On point. My next question is, since you are a CEO, I'm not going to call you a principal, you're a CEO of your
Mhm.
organization because honestly, you're running everything from driving admissions to managing your school and almost from, small complaints to bigger complaints, everything you're handling on your own. So, what are the skills that you think that you require in today's date as a CEO that our students should start developing in to when they in the future when they become an entrepreneur, it will help them out.
Okay, I think sometimes what many of us forget is when we get onto the seat, many of us just only use our head. But in today's times, where children are exposed to so much, we have to work with the head as well as the heart. We need to understand children because today's children are totally different. You can't tell them to sit and stand the way you would, talk to children earlier. Today you need I feel a teacher is not just a sage on the stage, but today's educators are a guide by the child's side. We need to understand their dreams and we need to put in a lot of effort to help them turn their dreams into a reality. So I think here we as educators play a major role in encouraging the child. Like in my case, can I just take a minute to give you an example,
Yeah, please,
Shreyans?
please.
We have clubs, you see, on every Friday, where we have different clubs like chess, band, music, throwball, sports, girl guides, boy scouts, Hindi, art for a cause, nature. So the child is free to go to whichever club they want to. And probably here, we even have a club like MasterChef. So it is here where that skill training starts. Then we take them onto the field, okay, where they do hands-on learning, they do gardening, they do pot culture. There's a lot of, then we also introduce artificial intelligence and robotics and coding, where children show a lot of interest in these topics. Then we also have started with the Greenlawns Educate, a fabulous app where the child can use the app in the comfort of their home. They don't have to be, present here in school, and they're able to learn even in the comfort of their home. So I believe today we need to come down to the level of the child and not just command.
Ab-
Thank you, Shreyansh.
Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. And on point. Like, you have to work with your heart more than your head, and that's something that many people don't really do today. The emotions are put aside when logic comes in place that way. But
Absolutely.
on point. And Miss, what resources do you think as a school would require to implement entrepreneurship, business thinking, mindset to start a company inside school? What kind of resources would a school require to execute it?
If you ask me, I'll call you. I'll have you to come and give my children a talk because you're the best resource I can see right now. You're a living example of an entrepreneur.
Right.
And I'm sure your parents are very proud of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would also involve a lot of parents, parents who are into different businesses. They can, and that's what I generally do. I have a career guidance fair where I call parents from different sectors and they give talks to our children, like I even would call a carpenter. So they would talk to our kids, and then the kids take an interest in whichever field that they'd like. But I'll definitely like to have you, Shreyansh.
Absolutely, miss. And on point. So one is to, invite people who are real life examples to
Yes,
talk to the students and make sure that they are also inspired about this concept. On
absolutely.
Amazing. And Miss, how would you measure the success of example an entrepreneurship program? If I am a school and I'm running a program like this, then
Mhm.
how would you measure the success? कि okay, अच्छा ये अच्छा चला है या नहीं अच्छा चला है? What would that outcome measurement be?
Oh, it's not so easy to tell, immediately. There's a lot of risk taking involved. There's a lot of chance, success by chance. And it's a slow process, but ultimately, in the end, it will happen. So you need
Correct.
to give the child enough of opportunities. In the beginning, even if the child fails, you need to say, come on, I'm there for you. You go on. Not to worry, I stand by your side. And I'm sure that, well, success is going to happen ultimately.
Absolutely.
A lot of risks are involved, Shreyans. I'm sure you also took a lot of risks.
Yeah, it's very much accurate. There are many risks involved when we run a company, from it takes a lot of heart to do it. But so Miss, now just the rapid fire round before we end. So the rapid fire will be I'll ask a question and one.
Is there a big prize for that?
No,
Like how Karan Johar gives?
not a big
Huge
prize.
basket, a huge hamper.
Miss, but I'll definitely send
I'm
one.
joking. I'm
No,
joking.
no.
Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So, Miss, my first question is, do you think it is important for a student to focus to be a job seeker or a job creator?
Job creator. And it depends on the child, actually. Not everybody is a job creator. There could be somebody who would have to seek for a job. So here I would say both.
Correct. Would you think that today's world with AI coming in and would there be a loss of jobs or no?
Yeah, I think there'll be not a loss of jobs, but there'll be a creation of new jobs.
Hmm.
There'll be a lot of new jobs that will, crop up that you never even heard of earlier. Yeah.
Absolutely. Amazing. And what is it more important for a student to focus on, academics or skills?
Both together, because unless you are intelligent academically, you cannot acquire skills. So I would say both. I always look at the glass as half full, not half empty, Shreyansh.
Amazing, amazing. And what is more important, a degree or the learning outcome that the child should focus on?
Oh, we have such living examples like Mr. Modi, like Dhirubhai Ambani. Well, you may have a degree, but you may be still, having a desk job. And well, you may not have a degree and you may be the prime minister of the country. So I think what you need to be is you just need to be street smart like Mr. Modi. You just have to be a go getter, a fighter, and a survivor in today's world.
Hmm. Amazing. And Miss, like one advice that you would like to give to our generation of students, what is it that would be?
Ah, I would like to give a lot of advice, but one advice which I'd always like to give is do not always depend on your parents. Your parents are there with you today. Tomorrow, they may be somewhere else and you may be alone somewhere. So you need to make it real big. And for that, you need to fight on your own. You can't have your parents always by your side. It's life is like a journey by train. Okay, when you get in that train, you get on with your parents and they're there besides you for some stations. At some stations, you will make new friends. New friends will get in that train and some old ones may get out. And finally, when you reach your destination, you may reach your destination and you may be there all by yourself, where you'll have to think, use your brains, use your intelligence, use your stamina, everything, your EQ, your SQ, your IQ, and then become somebody great in this world and make your parents proud. Like today, you are known as the son Shreyansh of Mr. and Mrs. Daga. Tomorrow, they should be known as the parents of that great entrepreneur, Shreyansh Daga. It should
Wow,
be that way.
you gave me goosebumps, honestly. Like, it really touched my heart, and I'm really very, very grateful to you for coming on this podcast and giving
Thank you.
a lot of
Actually, I'm
valuable
so
time.
proud of you, Shreyansh. You're doing so well. I mean, you at this age are interviewing principals. I mean, commendable. Absolutely commend. Your parents must be so proud of you,
No,
honestly.
no.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Miss. Okay, Miss, I'll stop the record.
Thank you.